And finalists for the superintendent's job in Richland District 2 are in Columbia this week, facing interviews with the board, selected students, staff, teachers, and community leaders. They are Dr. Nia Campbell. She's currently the Chief Academic Officer for the Aurora Public Schools in Colorado. Dr. Benjamin Henry is the Regional Superintendent of the Polk County Schools in Florida. And Dr. Kim Moore is the Assistant Superintendent of Career and Innovative Programs in the Pasco County School District in Florida.
Well, none of the meetings this week are open to the public, nor do we know which one is interviewing today, and that's got some questioning the process tonight. News 19's Walker Lawson joins us now outside of the R2I2, the Richland District 2 Conference Center, with more on what the district is saying about the transparency of this process. Walker.
Well, Darcy and JR, three candidates, as we mentioned, are in the running for superintendent. And in just 1 hour, the Richland County School Board 2 will be headed into executive session with one of those candidates. But it's left some people questioning the transparency.
I have not seen this board be overly transparent in a lot of their dealings. I mean, I think they've, from what I've seen, they've had many more closed-door executive session meetings than I ever remember having.
James Manning is a former Richland Two School District Board of Trustee member who served from 2010 to 2022. He was a part of the process when hiring the last two superintendents.
Yeah, so it's very different than what I understand the process to be for our current, for the current superintendent search with the current board. We did a superintendent-elect model where he served beside Dr. Ham for a period of time. So we still had opportunity for parents or folks to come to us and say, we don't think this is a good choice, but it wasn't a formal process like we're seeing with this.
We reached out to Dr. Monica Scott, committee chair, to ask her about the process. We didn't hear back from her by our deadline for this report, but we did reach out to board member Angela Nash, who couldn't speak on policy, but says the board has done everything to be transparent since the beginning of the process when they hired an outside firm. She says now the candidates are in town this week for final interviews.
Like, they're going to be there all day long. They get there at 7:15. The board greets them, and then they're going to be meeting with stakeholders in our community, business leaders. There's a parent group that they meet with. They'll meet with administrators. And then finally, we're going to go through our interview process. So
Nash says the firm picked the people to be on the stakeholder groups.
The board actually is not a part of that process at all. We don't pick the people, for those groups, for the stakeholder meetings. We are not a part of that process at all. It's for a good reason. I think it's a great way. There's no bias or anything like that. It keeps everything honest and transparent.
With interviews this week, the district plans to name a superintendent by this time next week. Manning says it's moving quicker than he remembers seeing.
I think the time frame that this board has put themselves under to select a superintendent, I think, is very short compared to what I've seen in other districts. And so I don't think it allows that opportunity for the community to interact with.
Now, as for if there's going to be a chance for people to meet these three members, nothing is slated on the school district calendar board. Now, all these executive session final interviews are expected to wrap on June 22nd. Reporting outside the Richland 2 School District building, I'm Walker Lawson, News 19 WLTX.
And the announcement of that new superintendent is expected to be made a week from today at the next board meeting. So how do we get to this point? Well, in June of last year, the governor called for an investigation of Richland 2 over allegations of misconduct. An inspector general's report was released in November. It said that the district needed clearer policies for spending, including the use of purchasing cards. The report also called the district's board dysfunctional, saying that members often spent meetings arguing with each other and not discussing district business. It said the board focused on academic items just 14% of the time over the past 4 years.
In January, Superintendent Baron Davis and the district agreed to part ways, ending his contract early. Davis served with Richland 2 for about 6 years. Before becoming superintendent, Davis was a principal at Spring Valley High School and assistant superintendent in the district.